Hello students, today we are going to see how to prepare a group teaching lesson plan for intellectual disability, which is very important to develop their socialization skills, to improve their interpersonal relationship with the same peer groups, and which some activity which you cannot teach in individual, you need to involve the group like in a co-curricular activities which involve the play games, then yogas, then which you need to do in a group. That will be helpful, when you teach via group teaching. So let us start and see what are the components and how we can prepare, a group teaching. So let us see. So this will be the format for group teaching for you all. Let me maximize it so that yeah, this is good. So here we are going to discuss the component in detail, and we are going to understand all the factors involved in preparing lesson plan for group teaching. Now here, as you can see, name of the teacher trainee, that means your name. I have given my name as a sample. So name of the teacher trainee, you all guys have to write your name. Then class you will be going to teach, a primary you have to write, or any other class you are taking, and the strength of the student in the class, that is, maybe a 7, maybe a 8, or maybe a 9, but as per the RCA norm it is 1:8. So most of the time you will see 8, not more than 8, or uh, or less 7 or 5 in some classes. And then age range, the age range you have to teach as per the class, the age range you can see as well in the FACP, which you have already done. And the date you have to mention when you are going to teach. Then the area of domain is very important. So let us say you are going to teach um, color concept, which belongs to the academy. One more point I have forgot here. Let me time is very important. Let us say 10, 45 to or else you can say 10 o'clock to 10:45. Your class is for 45 minutes, so that would be like, yeah. So the timing also you need to mention in the group teaching, which is very important. So this is how we are going to write. Then, as I was talking about areas or domains, so academic area you have to, if you are taking a let us say you know teaching a socialization skill, that will be a social domain. Or if you are teaching some personal, identification of body part, that is personal area. So sometimes you can write your personal. If you're taking some play activity, so co-curricular activities, in which domain does it falls, you have to write that. And then a task, topic, or activity. So I have taken a color concept here. So in that color concept, I will be taking identification of red color. So this is my topic, how it looks. You're going to write very specific. So I have written identification of red color. Then I'm going to find out the current level, okay, of this particular topic. So I'm going to divide, as you know, I have 8 students. So I'm going to divide 3 groups, okay, 3 groups, because 8 students, they may not be the same level. They might be, because the individual differences, so they might be in different level. So I'm going to divide these, 8 students into 3 groups, and I'm going to mention group A, group B, and group C. You can divide in such a way like, mild, moderate, and severe. If you have a profound child in the class, so you can go for group D also. So I'm going to find out the current level. So here, you know they are able to follow. And here you remember, student name is very important. So I have given this sample A, B, C, then D, E, F, then G, H. It has to be matched with your number of trainees. Here you have written 8, and here you have mentioned 10. That means the strength is not matching. So make sure that it is very clearly written in each group. So name of the student here, and then you write your current level which you have which you have found. Like they are able to follow the multiple instructions. They are able to identify the red color with double distractor with occasional cue. I want my child to develop independent. So yeah, the child is able to identify the color with occasional cue. That means we have to give a hint, uh, you know, to identify the color. So that is my current level. He is not independent. That's why I'm taking this topic, identification of red color. Then eye-hand coordination is good. You can see the eye-hand coordination of all three groups are, good. In some cases, what happened here, eye-hand coordination is good. Here, it might not be a good. Again, here might not be a good. So you have to write the present status. Now here, I have this theme cover in my mind, and I have written one sample that eye-hand coordination are good for all three groups. But here they are able to follow two-step instructions, whereas here it is multiple instruction. That means they are independent in the instruction, and they are able to identify the red color with single and double distractor. Here he is able to identify the, you know, red color with a double distractor with occasional, but he is single double with verbal prompt. And here you can say, he's able to identify the red color with physical prompt. That means physical prompt is required. You have to hold the hand and make the child to identify the red color. So, and here, like, they are able to follow a single step instruction. That means instruction one at a time. You're not going to give, multiple instruction for severe student. Same thing you have to, write in your teaching procedure when we, write a teacher's activity. There we can see. Then I think it is clear no current levels. Okay, this is very clear to find out. And one more thing, how you can find a current level, for example, task analysis. See, for example, identification of red color. So what you can do is you can write a series of steps. How many steps? It may be a 10 or 15 steps to identify the red color. Let us say identification of red color in single distractor, double distractor, multiple distractor. So likewise, you will get 10, 15 steps to identify. So what you can do, and once you have written those particular steps, then you can make the child to do that. And let us say if the child does from number 1 to number 3, that becomes a current level, and from number 4 you are going to teach. So here, see, identifying the red color with double distractor, that means it might be my second step. Okay, it might be my first step. Here it is like again second step. So I'm going to step from the third step to teach the child and make the child independent as per my expectation. So let us see what is my specific objective, how it looks, that is an expectation. See now here, to write a specific objective, you have to remember 5 components which we have already discussed in 2 classes. Let us say that components are like, see, whenever asked a group A student, whenever asked is your condition. That means whenever I'm asking student, that means they will be able to, this is my condition, they will be able to identify, sorry, they will be able, this is my, what you can say, this is my let us say behavior, and to identify red color is my again content. Okay, and independently with 80% of accuracy is my criteria, and at the end of the session is my duration. So it is very clear now. Whenever asked is your condition, they will be able, that is behavior, that means some action is happening. To identify red color is your content. Independently with 80% of accuracy, that means your criteria. That is my expectation, what I want my child to do. And at the end of the session is my duration, when my child will be able to do. So you're going to write in this way. Make sure that one step ahead you have to move from the current level. See, Whenever ask group A student, they will be able to identify red color independently, whereas he is able to do on occasional basis. That means occasionally he wants a hint, whereas here I want my child to do independently with 80% of accuracy. Similarly, a verbal prompt, then I will be, my expectation becomes the occasional cue. Then here physical prompt, then my expectation becomes verbal prompt. So I will be, changing the percentage of my accuracy of my criteria in each group. So this is my expectation. This is how expectation looks like. So, this will be my expectation, and I will be expecting to achieve this. So that I will be evaluating in the later, when after my class. We will see that down. So next component is your classroom arrangement. So this is a C-shaped classroom, whereas there will be L-shape, V-shape. It depends upon the classroom and how you design your class as per the activity which you have selected. So here you can see it is very clear. The green reflects mild, moderate, and severe. That means you have to arrange in a such a way where mild is supporting severe, moderate is supporting severe, then again vice versa. So in that way you need to arrange the classroom so that they get benefit from themselves. So in that way you are going to create the classroom arrangement so that it is very easy to handle yourself as well. So this is how you're going to do the classroom arrangement. Then material used. So you have to write those material only which is required and which you're going to use in your session. If you have written a blue, orange, black, green flashcards, and if you don't use it, that means it's not going to work. That means you haven't used that material. So for this class, I have written red color chart paper, flashcard, red color, blue, orange, green flashcards for distractor, pouches for teaching, pictures of boy and girl, wearing a red t-shirt, frog, respectively for generalization. This is for generalization, okay? Picture of boys and girls for generalization. Well, I will be telling you when you have to use this generalization. So I have left a space. I haven't mentioned, after evaluation. So I will be telling you when you can use the generalization. And the red color, apple, and the red color ball, small size ball. So these are my material which I am going to use in my classroom, which I'm going to use in my teaching. So after this, the motivation component is very, very important. Actually, you will start from here. Your teaching will start from here, not from teaching procedure. So let us see first what is motivation, how you are going to write, and then we can move to the teaching procedure and we can discuss one by one. See here, teacher trainee will greet all the students saying good morning. Student will reply by saying good morning. The teacher trainee will ask the student what they had today in breakfast. Student will reply with the specific food they ate. Teacher trainee will ask the student which dress they are wearing today. Student will try to reply, the color they are wearing. And teacher trainee will reply with positive, saying very good. That's right. That's the right color you are wearing. And teacher trainee will ask the student, how about the color teacher trainee or I am wearing? And student will reply, he may not be up to the mark telling the correct color which you are wearing, but at least he has tried. That's why you can write try, because as this is a blueprint, so even it goes wrong, it doesn't means it is wrong. You're not looking for specific, this is just prediction. So then teacher will say, I am wearing red color. So see, why I have written red color, because that day is your red concept. So wear a red so that, and he will be, able to generalize, and he's watching you every time, so that, the visualization goes to the brain and all these things. Because you remember, intellectual disabled children will take more time to learn, they are slow in learning, and they want repetition. So this is very, very important where you have to think over before you teach. So make sure that you wear a red color on that day. That's good technique actually. So then teacher trainee will say, today we are going to learn how to identify red color. So then you're going to initiate your class. Okay. So this tab you have to write. Okay, today we are going to learn how to identify a red color. Then you have to start your session. Then teaching procedure. See now how teaching procedure looks. This is a teacher activity and this is a student activity. See, teacher trainee will show the red color of apple. Student will see. Teacher trainee will give an apple to each child asked to hold in a hand. Student will take and they will hold. See, I'm giving here apple. That means this is a concrete material. That means a real object. Apple is a red color and it is real object. So I will be moving from concrete to abstract. Okay. So here, that principle you have to apply in your teaching. Then teacher train third steps, teacher training will ask the student to see the color and say red color 5 times. Student will see and say, repeat a red color with teacher. They will repeat it. So teacher training will take the apple one by one from the student in the basket by saying the red color. Student will give by saying a red color. So exactly what student will be doing as per your prediction, you will be writing. Sometimes he may not give a red, apple. I don't want to give you back. So in that cases, what you will be doing, you will be applying your differential reinforcement to take it back. Yes, boy, you keep it in a basket by saying the red color, apply physical form, and then say once you finish, then we will be giving you at last as a reinforcer. So teacher trainee will place a ball in the front of each child by saying hold. Student will see and hold it. So whatever you instruction you give, the student, your prediction is the student will do in this way. See, this is your blueprint. Okay, that's why you're writing here. This is not for what you have written. They have to do. It may not happen. So, but these are the steps which you are going to perform. Then teacher trainee will place a red ball in each ball. See, you have given a ball and you have kept in the front of the student. Now teacher trainee will place the red ball in each ball by saying red color. Student will say and repeat the red color. So here you have to instruct one by one. You should not give a multiple instruction. For group A, you can give a multiple instruction. For B, as per your current level. Okay. So you need to remember that. Teacher trainee will ask the children to show a red ball color by saying red. So you have placed a red ball in a bowl and then you will ask to say red ball by saying red color. So what happens? The student will show, group A student will show with occasional cue and group B will show with the verbal prompt and or with the help of group A student as per the classroom arrangement which we have seen and a teacher. And group C will show with the physical prompt with the help of group A, group B and teacher. See how you are manipulating your teaching now. You're taking, that's why you have arranged the classroom. That's why you have found out the current level, the child's current level is physical prompt. So the child's current level of group B is verbal prompt, the occasional group. So immediately the child will not become independent, right? So you have to come as per the current level. Then teacher trainee will give a green ball. That means a single distractor you are putting now in each ball. Student will see that you are putting the ball. Then teacher trainee will ask the children to show a red color. Okay, by saying the red. You have put one distractor. Now they have to pick right one. So what the group A student will do? They will do independently because you have practiced occasional cue now and you have given the hint to the group A student. Here group B students have taken the verbal prompt with the help of group A and teacher physical prompt. Now it is chance to move further. So student will show independently. Group B will show with verbal prompt. With the help of group A student and teacher, they will show again physical prompt. So that they haven't moved here. So child has moved from occasional to independent in the second step. Then teacher trainee will place the blue ball. That means one more distractor is putting. Student will see, then teacher trainee will ask the children to show a red color, okay, red ball or color by saying red. So student A group will show independent, then group B will show with the verbal prompt. Then student and teacher, with the help of student and teacher, group B will be showing, and group C with the physical prompt. And slowly then you can see at the later stage where student is becoming, that means you are fading those prompts which we have given. We will see here. And again the teacher trainee will put a ball in multiple distractor. Then again teacher trainee will ask the children to show a red ball color by saying the red. So student will show independently, they will show with occasionally, they will show with the verbal sound. Okay, so this we will be practicing. It's not in a single step, you will be practicing, and then child will be reaching here. Then once this teaching is done, see, you first initially you have showed the apple, then you have come with the semi concrete, and then you will be coming for the abstract way. An abstract way, like you will be evaluating. So teacher trainee will place the pouches of at the board for evaluation. So you prepare the pouches with the transparent papers and all, and you will be placing at the board. While placing the pouches, student will observe you, student will see you, then teacher will place a red flash card in one pouch and student will see again. Then teacher will ask a group A student now. See, group A student will come and show the red color independently. Okay, and then teacher trainee will say very good and ask the students to clap. So all students will be clapping. When one student show red color, other student will be clapping. That is your reinforcement when you are giving while teaching. Then teacher trainee will ask the group B student to come one by one showing red color. So again group B, what they will do, they will come and they will show with the occasional key. And then teacher trainee will again give the reinforcement, all students will clap. Then group C turn, they will come, they will be showing the red color with the verbal prompt. That means verbal prompt doesn't mean if you say show me, not in one, it might be 2, 3 or 4 times you have asked, then they would have shown. So that is a verbal prompt. Okay, so that you need to mention. So teacher trainee will end the class by giving the reinforcement. So as I told you in the beginning, I have not written the generalization. So what you have to do is number 20 before ending your session, or you can just write in this column only, teacher trainee will ask, or you can just give one more bracket, teacher trainee, or you can say teacher trainee will ask showing showing the boy picture with a red t-shirt, okay, and blue t-shirt, and ask you know and ask to tell, or show red color. Student will be able to tell. This is how you do the generalization. It's not only from the picture, but also you can teacher trainee will also take TT. TT means teacher trainee. So teacher trainee will take them to different classroom and ask red color. So in that way, student will be will, will be able to identify. Okay. So in this way, you are going to generalize the thing at last. Okay. So You can show a red t-shirt, you can show a red color, what you say, a car, you can show a, flower, rose flower, you can move the child in different things. So there are different number of ways how you can generalize the things. Or you can ask them, tomorrow you wear red t-shirt and come. So in that way also you can make the child to do it. So this is the way how you're going to work with your teaching procedure. So whatever you have written here, you need to do exactly the same. Forget it about the student, like whether they do or not, but this is a prediction. Okay, so don't worry with this. But you try to make sure that student is, trying to come with your steps. So that you have to do. Then evaluation. Now here, during evaluation and post evaluation. Now during evaluation, like, what exactly you are going to do in the evaluation. So all group will be evaluated by pointing red color given in the pouch. So this is an activity which you are going to do in the evaluation part. And the post evaluation. After evaluation, you have to find out your expectation. So group A student answered correctly 4 by 5 trial. That means out of 5, he has answered 4 times correctly. And it is 80%. That means it is 80%. That means as per the expectation which you have decided in the specific objective. Group B student answered correctly 4 by 5. This is more than my expectation. That means 70% above. That means my expectation was only 70%, but he has done more than 70%. Then group C answered correctly 3 by 5 trials. That means out of 5 he has done 3 times correctly. That means 60%. This is as per my expectation. Therefore, it is clear that students have achieved the specific objective as per my expectation, which is mentioned in the specific objective. That you need to be very clear. Then self-evaluation. Self-evaluation is what exactly you are going to, what exactly you have felt, during the teaching learning process. So for example, right, I have written like, while taking the class, I felt I would have used behavior modification techniques, so it would have better to handle the hyper child in the class. I felt material was appropriate to my class and the child. That's why I was able to achieve my target. And in my next class, I will be looking to improve my behavior modification and techniques and instructions. So this kind of, things you can just, behavior modification techniques. Yeah. So behavior modification technique and instruction. So you need to write what you have felt during, so that it will give you some, what is a chance to improve further in your next class. And you need to be very genuine in writing, so that you will be developing yourself, because you yourself can improve. So that is a fundamental. And then reinforcement. I will be using a social reinforcer, that is good, very good, well done. Okay, primary reinforcer. For example, I will be using a social reinforcer, that is good, very good. Okay, and well done is also my, social reinforcer, or keep it up, or there are a lot of other things. And primary reinforcer, like, I will be giving the piece of apple which I have brought, so I will give not whole apple, a piece of apple, so that an apple is good stuff to give to the child. Even you can give a whole, but as per your convenience, you can give a piece, because some students may be very sensitive to some food. So you need to be very careful while giving such potable, things, or eatable things. So make sure that you remember these techniques of reinforcement. Anyways, in your second semester, you don't have techniques of reinforcement. It is in your, I think, in third semester, yeah, in C14. So there we can discuss in detail, but you need to remember few basic requirements of reinforcement. So anyways, this is about a group teaching, and here signature of, supervisor. Here it is actually signature of TT, that means teacher training. Yeah. and then supervisor's remark. Those who will be observing you, they will be, writing their remark, and finally they will be signing. So this is how you're going to prepare your group teaching. Your thing is still your reinforcement. So you're going to prepare your group teaching in this way. So I hope you have understood. If you have any doubt, you can just ask me. I will try to clarify. So this is your group teaching once again, how it looks. Okay then. So that's it. I will share you some ICT based they say how to prepare a ICT based lesson plan. I will share shortly. So in that way also you can teach, and whenever you teach based on CAI, uh, um, you will be just mentioning here in the material that where is material, yeah, material, that it will be an ICT based teaching. So what are the content you have chosen, so what you are using in that, laptop or computer or all these things you will be writing. So anyways, that I will be telling you separately. So for now, this is a group teaching. Okay then, see ya, bye bye.